Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Caden Ivey, they're the backcourt. Jalen Duren out there with Holland. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Now here's Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Out to the wing. Holland for three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the 3rd longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
Ivey with the ball, picked up by Ware. Ivey passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivey's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Nice shot by Walker. MP's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And here's Ivey, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 6 points.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham outside. Fires the three. Rebound Miami. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And at the offensive end, they were...
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Ivey. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with you. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
Now, B.A., it's actually Idris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
Now here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And finished off by Adebayo.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they played with outstanding energy, communicated well, and were very disruptive defensively.
Ware's checked in for Miami. 1:52 left to play in the first. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Ivy from the arc. Drains the triple.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
All right, let's go to the sidelines. Catch you up on a story about Khalil Ware. Allie, how is he?
Thanks, I just talked with Miami's head athletic trainer. It seems like there's a little tingling and swelling around the tailbone, and they're addressing it now. We know he doesn't want to be sidelined, and the staff has already given him the green light. Typically a short recovery window, so with any luck, it will not be slowing him down. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Here's Ivy following the three-point basket by Miami.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Walker for three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, you got to get out on the young man, or else MP will just rack him up.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Holland from deep. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. Back to Duren. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
MP scanning the floor. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's MP making things happen for the Heat. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Back after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first. Checked in for Miami. MP comes in for Hero. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Thompson comes in for Sasser. We've got Norman Powell. Mitchell out there with Walker. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Cunningham finds Stewart. Thompson outside. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. And again, the Pistons missing. Heat leading by 6. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And Cunningham throws it down.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. MP, the pass to Jovic, out to Powell. Outside Walker. To the middle. Oh, deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Miami making a switch here. Ware's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duren's checked in. Cunningham against Mitchell. Pass to Holland, and it's Going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Sacramento, it's never easy taking the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some great basketball of late. And when you're winning, back-to-backs feel a lot easier to handle.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Ivy's checked in for LeVert. I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid, fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Pass to Ivy. The three. The rebound by Ware.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Now here's Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Now MP. Adebayo sets a screen. Miami needs to get off a shot here. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Walker passes to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pistons trail by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Duren. There's Cunningham with a 3. Now pulls it in. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Adebayo sets a screen. Down low. Adebayo rocking the rim.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so it's Miami. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Detroit Pistons.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closer. Appreciate you joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Holland out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. MP, the pass to Adebayo. Oh, swiped away. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami. Ball. And Jaden Ivey. We've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
Cunningham against Walker. Outside Adebayo. Pass to MP. Now Ware. Back to Walker. This one for three. MP buries the triple.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Ivey outside. Here's Holland. Pounded by Adebayo. Ivey outside. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And here's Thompson for three. Rebound by the Heat.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Walker. Fires from deep. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Duren. And here's Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Duren with a screen on Powell. To the paint. And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And here's MP from outside. That won't go either for Walker. And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. There's a screen. No problems knocking that one down. Ivey's got 6.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivey executed the pick perfectly.
Outside Adebayo. Back to Walker. Adebayo sets a screen. Over Ivey. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Brian, back over to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Hero, he's checked in for Powell. And a switch here also for Detroit. LeVert's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Jacks up a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 9. MP outside. Pass to Hero. 6 to shoot. Back to MP. Adebayo sets a screen. Over to the left wing. Over LeVert. And Miami again with the bucket.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
MP, the pass to Adebayo. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 8 assists in the game. Ivey against MP. Ivey passes to LeVert. Ivey a screen on Hero. Hero against LeVert. Duren with a screen on Hero. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Looking who's out there now for Miami. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Jaquez comes in for Adebayo. And it's Powell in for Mitchell.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Stewart, a screen on MP. Sasser, and finished off by Stewart.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's the pick. Hero for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Heat, up by 16. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4, next. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other these last minutes, okay? Work for a great shot. Don't settle.
Reaching teamwork. Eric Spoelstra trying to bring this unit together down the stretch.
Yeah, play on
From behind the arc. And Walker with the 3. MP's got 25 points in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc. For the game, feeling some confidence from Rain.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Shot's no good. Miami leading by 10. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. He got it.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Stolen by MP.
Showing some power. Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Miami has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Fires the 3. Oh, he cannot hit. Pistons trail by 14. Thompson right side. Cunningham. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Adebayo. 1:52 left to play in the 4th quarter. Yes, sir, it's good.
Well, that's on the defense. How did they let MP get deep positioning like that?
So Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 16-point game. The 3 ball, no problem for Cade.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Here. Mitchell's checked in. MP outside. look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. 17-footer is in.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Heat.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word of the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Cash from downtown.
You know, Cunningham is a guy who's always scanning the floor, looking to set up his guys.
Yes, sir! Count it!
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Thompson. All sorts of time. Rebounded by Mitchell. On the wing, MP. He's watched by Cunningham. He got it.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Thompson, assisted by Cade Cunningham.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Bucket! Straight in! So, no problem for Miami as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.